I have been reading through the Psalms in Hebrew. It's something I have done for many years with an English translation, and I'm now at Psalm 35. Actually, I've done other Psalms, but I was checking to see if I had yet done this Psalm, and as far as I can find, I have not. I can't seem to find it on YouTube. But I've done other Psalms up to this point, reading the Hebrew with the English, sometimes with grammar, sometimes with an English rendition, and a New Testament application. As a Christian minister, making an application relative to the New Testament as well. So this is a psalm under persecution, and it may be when David was hunted down by Saul. And one can think of other psalms to compare it with, like Psalm 7 and 22 and so forth. But I want to pick up at verse 1. We start out with the asking God for help. A psalm of David, le David. Strive, O Lord, with them that strive with me. Riva Adonai, Adonai, et Yerivai. Fight against them that fight against me. Lecham et lechamai, or lochamai, excuse me. Fight against them who are fighting against me. Take hold of shield and buckler, the psalmist is saying, and rise up to my help. Hachazek magen vetzina vekuma be'ezrati. Draw out the spear and the battle axe against them that pursue me. V'harei chanit usagor lekrat rodafai. Say unto my soul, I am your salvation. Amor lenafshi, Yeshua take ani. Verse 4. Let them be ashamed and brought to confusion who are seeking my help, or who seek after my soul. Yevoshu v'yikalamu mivakshe nafshi. Let them be turned back, and let them be ashamed who are devising my hurt. Yasogu ahor v'yakperu hosheve ra'ati. Verse 5. Let them be as chaff before the wind. Yehu kemotz lifnei ruach. The angel of the Lord thrusting them. Umalak Adonai docha. Verse 6. Let their way be dark and slippery. Yehi darkam hoshek baha lakot. The angel of the Lord pursuing them. Umalak Adonai rodafam. For without cause they have hid for me the pit, indeed the net. Ki hinam tamenu li shachat rishtam. Without a cause they have digged for my soul. Hinam chafru lenafshi. Let destruction come upon him unawares. Tavo ehu sho'ah lo yeda. And let his net that he has hid catch himself. Verashti asher taman hil kadi. With destruction let them fall therein. Beshoah yipol ba. And my soul shall be joyful in the Lord. It shall rejoice in his salvation. Benafshi tagil be'adonai, tasis bishuato. All my bones shall say, Lord, Who is like unto you? Ko atzmotai tomarna Adonai mi chemocha. Who delivers the poor from him that is too strong for him? Matzilani me hazak mimenu. Indeed, the poor and the needy from him who spoils him. But ani ve'evyon me goes low. Unrighteous witnesses rise up against me. Yekumun ade Hamas. They ask me of things that I know not. Asher lo yadati yish aluni. Verse 12. They repay me evil for good. Yeshalamuni ra'a tachat tova. Sorrow has come to my soul. Bereavement or sorrow. Shachol lenafshi. But as for me, when they were sick, my clothing was sackcloth. Va'ani b'chalutam levushi sak. I afflicted my soul with fasting. Ineti batsum nafshi. And my prayer, may it return to my bosom. U tefilati al heki tashub. Verse 14. I went about as though it had been my friend or my brother. Kereya ke'ach li hit halachkati. As I bowed down mourning as one that mourns for his mother. Ka avel aim koder shachoti. Verse 15. But when I stop or when I halt, they rejoice. Uvetsal'i samahu b'ne asafu. They rejoice and they gather together. The abject ones gather against me. Ne'asfu alai nechim velo yadati. And they gather against me and those whom I do not know. They tear me and they do not cease. Karu'u velo damu. When with mockeries of backbiting, bechan fe la'age ma'ok. They gnash at me with their teeth. Harok alai shinemo. Lord, how long will you look on? Adonai kama tir'eh. Rescue or deliver my soul from their destruction. Hashiva nafshi misshoehim. I will give thanks in the great congregation. So he's going to talk about how if the Lord delivers him, he's then going to give thanks for what he has done. Notice at verse 18, Odecha bekahal rab. I will praise you among numerous people. Be'am atzum ahalecha. Verse 19. Let them not that do wrong, let not them that are wrongfully my enemies rejoice over me. Let them who are in a wrong way my enemies rejoice over me. Al yismachuli or yavai sheker. In a wrong or lying way rejoice over me. Do not let them wink with the eye that hate me without a cause. Sone'e hinam yikratsu ayin. For they speak not peace, but they devise a deceitful deceitful matters against them that are quiet in the land. Ki lo shalom yedaberu va'al rik'ei eretz divrei, and that are quiet in the land, mirmot yahashubun. In other words, they devise deceitful matters against them that are quiet in the land. Indeed, they open their mouth wide against me. V'yachivu alai pihem, and they say, Aha, aha, our eye has seen it. Amru, Eha, Eha, Ra'ata Einenu. You have seen, O Lord, keep not silent. Ra'ita Adonai al techaros. O Lord, be not far from me. Adonai al tirchak mimeni. Lift yourself up, or arise, and awake to my judgment. Ha'ira v'ha'kitza lemishpati. O Lord, my God, even into my cause. Elohai ve'Adonai leribi. Judge me, O Lord, my God, according to my righteousness. Shofteni hetzitkecha, Adonai Elohai, and let them not rejoice over me. Va'al yismachuli, verse 25. Let them do not let them say in their heart, Aha, we have our desire. Ayomru bilvam, Aha, nafshenu. Let them not say, we have swallowed him up. Al yomaru vilahanuhu. Let them be ashamed and abashed together who rejoice in my hurt. Yevoshu v'yachperu yachdav semeche ra'ati. Let them be clothed with shame and confusion that magnify themselves against me. Yilbashu boshet u chelama hamagdilim alai. Verse 27. Let them shout for joy and be glad who delight in your righteousness. Yaronu v'yismachu chafetzei tzedki, I should say. Let them not continually say, let them say continually, may the Lord be magnified. V'yomeru tamid yigdal Adonai, who delight in the peace of his servant. Hechafetz shalom avdo. And my tongue shall speak of your righteousness. Ulashoni tegetzidkecha. And of all your praise, or of your praise all the day, and all the day your praise. Kol hayom tehilatecha. So in reading that psalm, it's a long psalm, 28 verses. It's the psalmist crying out to God under persecution. And probably when he was being hunted, as we said, by Saul. And he's crying out to the Lord for help and asking the Lord to remember him and to save him and to deliver him from what he's going through. And as I think of the New Testament, I think of the prayer of our Lord upon the cross as he prayed to be glorified with his Father and to share in the glory that he had from all eternity in John 17. And so one of the things that I get out of this psalm is the need of prayer in a time of suffering, a time of persecution, a time of hardship, whatever that may be. And that is something that I think this psalm is illustrating or driving home. So I'm going to stop here. One of the things I'm trying to do, I always love to read through the Psalms in Hebrew with an English translation, and it speaks to me. And to see really the Psalms are, like I often said to students, herbal tea for the soul, cookies and herbal tea for the soul. In other words, it helps us because as a in life there's a lot of difficult times, and this is what the psalmist is addressing. So I'm going to stop there and try to I worked through Psalm 1 up to this point. I was looking at YouTube to see what I had done before, and there's other psalms that we have done, so I'm trying to get in line and find those that I haven't done yet. But thanks to anyone that might be listening. I hope hearing the psalm in Hebrew might encourage others to read the Psalms in Hebrew along with an English translation, because they're beautiful and they speak to the soul. And I especially enjoy looking at New Testament application as a Christian minister. God bless.